Hey everyone, and welcome to Brick Talk TV Live. It's good to be back after my break in Mexico, and we're going to kick off today with our first Lord of the Rings stream for Rivendell, as you can see here. So this is a over 6,000 piece Lego set, so it's probably going to take us, I reckon, about 4 streams probably to complete, and we're kicking off the build today. So I think this came out about April time, so I've had it for a couple of months, seeing their way to go. Also, I put up earlier a poll on the community tab, so if you want to vote on what we build next, then head over to that to cast your vote, and we'll be doing that probably in July by the time we finish building this. So you can see here, this is the set. I'm sure you've seen it probably online already. This is the box. It's got a nice yellow stripe across it. You spin it round as well on the back. You can kind of see, hopefully, just about the different parts that come together, and we'll be moving through the build, and you'll see that the actual size of it is going to be 72 centimeters or 28.5 inches in length. The height is 39 centimeters or 15 inches tall, so it's quite a tall set. You can see all the level of details well around the back. It's a bit like the Harry Potter sets where you've got cut at the back, so you can see all the level of details inside. So I'll do what we normally do. I'll crack open the box, empty all the bags on the table, and we'll take a look and put them back in the box in reverse order and get cracking on with bag number 1. So let's go to the wide camera. And we'll crack open the box. I think I've heard that there's no extra boxes inside this set. No, there's just an extra box. So we have a large white box, as we see quite often. One of those. Then these are probably the higher numbers, so just put this out of the way for the moment. Bag number 3, number 9 as well, number 26, number 40, loads of bags in this set, number 30, number 12, gonna struggle for space I imagine on this table, number 5, number 35, number 10, number 47, the highest one so far, number 27, bag number 1, there's our first one, bag 21, bag 11, 36 and 20. Try and stack these up. 34 and 30 and 42. 42's falling off. Stay there. Bag 14, number 6, number 13, number 2, number 25, number 4, and number 39. So those are the ones loose in the box. Inside the box, inside the box, $48, $33, $29, $22, number 7. Well, the instruction manual's a bit battered, a bit folded up. Hey Brandon, welcome to the stream, hope you're well. So that was squeezed in the box. It's quite a thick manual, so put that to the side for a moment. Got an oversized bag as well here, full of some larger plates. Bag 37. 44. rough proximity. 46, 38, 28, 18, 19, 49, 24, 32, 16, number 8, 15, 45, 43, 23, nearly there, and you've got number 17, over there, 41, 31. So now try and put this back in reverse order. Try to. 47, 41, 43, 45, 49, 6, 4. Just getting all the 40s out. 48, 42. We're good there. It's 39. So I'm going to put the 40s in the box backwards. Chaos. So many bags. $49, $48, $47, $46, $45, $44, $43, $42, $41 and $40. Now the 30s, 39, 7, 38, 33, 34, 36, 35, 30. So we've got 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, missing 32, there's 32, there's 31 and 32, and 30, then the 20s, 23, 76, 4, 28, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 34, 23, 22, 21, 20. And we've got 18, where's 19? 19, 18, 18, 17. Bag 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're left with one. That's a lot of bags. So we've got about 50 bags of 50 bags to get through. Let's move over a little bit, and then we'll go into zoom mode. And then this is the instruction manual. As I said, I've got a bit of a battered box here, so it's inside the usual paper envelope. Let's take a look at the manuals. So there you go, you can see we've got 1, 2, 3 manuals here, 2 thin ones and then a thicker one. You can see on the front, this first manual here is going to be building this part of Rivendell. Then this other one's going to build this side, and then the final one's going to build the middle piece here as well. On the backs, we've just got these pictures here, which are the same as the front thing. And then you can actually, I imagine, build these in any order you wish to build them in. So you'll have to build them in this order. We'll probably start with this one though and build this tower for today. So if we open this up, we've got the usual VIP program, which I've mentioned before. So sign up to that if you haven't already, because you get some points for your purchases. And then you can see the welcome to the Rivendell. You can see the team that were behind designing it, including the stickers, fellowship of builders, if you like, or designers. And then you can see the classics from previous Lord of the Rings sets that come out here, ranging from Gandalf Arrives, the Council of Elrond, Mine of Moria, Battle of Helm's Deep, the Tower of Orthanc, which is a set I've actually got second hand from eBay, which is also in the vote or in the poll. So if you want to see that being built, I've got that set ready to go. Do that in a future stream. We have a pirate ship ambush here, and you can see a little note about the tower that we're going to build in this, and it says during his stay at Rivendell, Bilbo creates his book there and back again at his desk in the tower. A secret hiding place at the tower's base is just big enough to conceal a fugitive or keep the One Ring away from prying eyes. You can also see in this part of the set we'll have 2 minifigures here, I think, by the look of it. So we're going to get Frodo Baggins and Bilbo Baggins. So Frodo features a dual moulded legs to show his bare feet, a signature trait of hobbits of the Shire. He also bears the One Ring brought to Rivendell for the council to decide its fate. And Bilbo features a new 2-sided head decoration, including the frightening face he briefly reveals as he tries to take the ring from Frodo. Got the usual brick separator instructions here, and then you can see the build journey that we'll go on through this one. So bags 1 to 5 will be building the sort of base level of the tower, 6, 7, 8 second level here, and then we'll finish off 9, 10, 11 with the roof and the rest of the tower. So let's put the other instruction manuals to the side for now. And we'll crack on opening up bag number 1. Starting on the base of our tower. Here's the oversized parts as well. You can see we've got rather large plates to go on as well. First up, bag number 1. No little bags inside this. And we get Frodo in our first bag. So straight away we've got the little hobbit legs, or the minifigure children legs. Torso here, and actually bags 1 and 2 they want us to see this one. bag number 2 as well. And there we've got Frodo's head. I'll show you the prints in a sec. Got his hat, he's got a green cape as well, and in here we have the One Ring, which I can't pick up, so I'll just slide it over for now. So we're going to stick his little hobbit legs on his torso, because he's got a printed brown jacket and his little waistcoat there and shirt on the front, and a little nod there to a little print on the back. In here we have lots of capes or cloaks. We're going to go for the green one for Frodo. Save the rest for later in the set. So just put that safe to the side. Stick his green cape on his back here, and then we'll stick his head on here. As I said, he's got 2 prints on his face. You can see this nice smiley one, and then on the back the one where he's in the trance as well. He's got a nice hairpiece on there as well, and then we'll stick the ring on his left hand. So there's our hero of Lord of the Rings. Frodo's all ready to go. Put him to the side for now. To kick us off on the build, we get a 2x10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2x10 brick, and a 2x 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2x12 plates in tan colour. Stick them at a right angle together like this. I'm going to get a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 1x10 brick plate, sorry, stick that in the bottom there. So we get a 2 stud overhang in this corner. Then along here we're going to stick a series of bricks. So we've got 2 2x2 dark tan bricks, a couple of Technic bricks 1x2 with a hole in the middle, a couple of olive green 1x2 bricks, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 1x10 brick and a 2x10 brick. Start with the 2x2 goes in first here, and we put our 1x10, then we've got our 1x2 olive Technic brick goes in next to that, then another 2x2 and our 2x10, and then we're going to, on one stud overhang, add these onto the end as well, so something like this. Then put that to the side slightly, and then we're going to get a 2x4 plate in dark tan. We'll add a normal tan coloured 1x2 plate onto these studs here. Then on the front we're going to add an upward facing bracket piece. Then to connect these we get a couple of 2x2 round plates in white, stick them on top of each other to connect the bracket and the plate. And on the front here we're going to get a sand green, I think, 1x2 plate, stick that on the base of the bracket like this. With that connected, we then add this into the gap here. One stud set back from the edge here, so this is sort of just indented slightly at the front. Then with that done we get another 2x12 plate, add that to our one stud overhang that we had over this side, and we're going to get a 4x8 plate and a 1x4 brick in white, add that into the corner like that, and then this is going to connect in between here with the one by these 2 studs here. So flipping it over, it connects like that. Then we're going to cover up this sort of frame that we've built here so far, and for that we're going to get tan coloured plates. We get 2 of these 4x10s. We also get a 1x2 plate, a 1x6 plate, and a 1x10 plate. We'll stick the 1x2 plate on there, 1x6 across this front section, and we'll stick our 2 4x10s next to each other here, and our 1x10 across the top. Gives us a cover of our frame there. And along here we're going to add some more bricks, so we get a couple more 2x2s in dark tan, 2x10 longer planes, 2x2 goes on, 2x10, 2x2 and 2x10 just to extend this frame. And then across the bottom here we get a 4x6 and a 4x8. I'm going to add these again on the last couple of studs here to extend this. Then we're going to get a 1x6 dark tan plate, and this time we're going to stick an olive green 1x2 brick on the last stud here to give us an overhang, and then we'll add a 4x6 onto the other stud. Give us something like this. Then we'll get a black 2x8 and add that across here to connect the two plates together. This goes on this side on the end, connects by a 2x3 connection there. Then we're also going to add a 1x4 white brick at the front here, and another olive green 1x2 brick at the front, like that. Now we can cover this section here, so we get a 6x10 plate in tan, and that goes across our beams there. Then a 4x10, and then a 1x12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, yeah, 1x10, just to cover that as well, with some upper floor. Then we'll put that to the side slightly. We'll get hopefully another sand green 1x2 plate. We're going to add an upward facing grey bracket like this onto that plate. And in the back of that we're going to add a masonry brick with the masonry part sticking out, 1x2, and we'll stick a regular 1x2 light bluish grey plate on top of that to level it off. Then we'll stick another bracket on top of that, like this. Do the same again with the masonry brick in the back, and a plate on top of that. And then we do another plate, another bracket on top. So this is what we're looking like on this side, and the other side you can see the masonry bricks. And then we just finish that off again with masonry brick and a 1x2 plate on top of that. Goes up like that. So with that done, we're going to add this just where we had this bracket already. So it's going to stick in front here on top of that plate there. So we've got these studs running all the way up. Then we're going to add a 2x6 dark bluish grey plate. That's going to go across our brackets like this, and then down here we're going to get a 2x4 tile and connect the two pieces together like this. Then with that done, we're just in front here, we're going to get a 2x4 dark tan plate. We're going to stick a 1x2 sloped olive green brick just in the corner, and then a 2x2 brick front there. Then we get two of these wedge pieces. They're going to go into the 2x2 brick to make a shape like this. That's going to then connect underneath here, like so. So the cutaway pieces are now underneath on this side, and we filled in that gap at the front. Oh yeah, Brandon, I enjoy Lord of the Rings. I actually finished the TV show. I think I've got one more episode to go on the TV show. The films are cool. Saw them at cinema when they came out years ago. We're going to get some of these 2x2 modified plates as well with two studs showing. What we're going to do is we're going to build up this front section here. So we get a 1x10 plate in tan first, run that across the back here. In front of that then we'll run these modified 2x2 plates with two studs showing. all 5 together, just like that. Then we'll have this, not this wedge, there's another wedge facing the other way. This wedge here goes in, this brick, and we finish off with a slope piece there, and our other 2x2 just fills in this gap on this side there. Then we're going to get a 2x10 plate here. We're going to add 5 more of these 2x2 modified plates, 2 studs showing, and these are going to go on top here to create some steps. Some steps going up in the front there. Then we're going to add some, we've got 4 1x2 jumper tiles in white. We've got a couple of normal tiles, 1x2s in white. We also have some 1x1s, there's a 1x2 there, and we need a 1x3, no, sorry, 1x4 light bluish grey plates. And we're going to run these across here. So we start with a 1x1 white tile, do a couple of jumpers on, then a regular 1x2 tile, then our 1x4 plate goes in, 1x2 tile, a couple of jumpers again, and then a 1x1 on top there. Just build that right across. Then we're going to add some foliage, so we've got a couple of dark green leaves and a normal plant here. The plant goes on the bottom in this stud gap down by the slope. Pardon, stop dropping it. And then our 2 leaves are going to go just on top here and here, facing out like that, just like this. Then we've got an olive green 2x8, we've got 3 more plant pieces, an olive green slope piece, and a couple more dark green, or 1 dark green leaf. I'm going to add this down this end, so our plate goes on first, and we have a little flower there, another slope brick there, and a flower, and we have a leaf. Goes on just in there. And we're going to add some sort of more rocks and things here, so we need a olive green 1x2, a 1x2 sloped, a larger sloped piece, 2x4 sloped piece, and a dark tan 2x2 and a dark tan 2x4. 2x4 goes on here. Then we get our 1x2 slope piece, we've got our longer slope piece, and we've got our 2x4 piece, and at the back here we're going to stick a 1x2 and then our 2x4 sloped piece at the back. So the front here you can see we've got all this piece here. Hey Greg Dillon. Welcome to the stream, hope you're well. I will get the Batcave probably, but I'm not sure if I'll get it this month because I've spent quite a lot this month. I bought the Pac-Man machine and the Ninjago marketplace, and I've got the upscaled minifigure and also the Land Rover as well. So I think I've blown my Lego budget for the month, so I might get the Batcave next month depending on what comes out between now and then. But I do want to get the Batcave because it's one of my favourite films is Batman Returns with the Penguin, so I want to get it just for the Penguin really. It looks quite cool. So we've got these 1x2 here. We're going to stick a 1x1 and a larger slope piece. Then we're going to stick a 2x4 plate on, and then we have a large wedge piece that goes on like this. We also then put a 2x4 slope piece right across here. Hey Alexander, welcome to the stream. I had a good holiday, thanks. I was a bit sick to start with, but I soon got into it. It's very hot in Mexico at the moment. It was, I think 33 degrees centigrade, but felt like 42 because of the humidity. So it was probably a little bit too hot for me, but I survived. I stayed in the shade as well, which is why I haven't really got much of a tan, because it was too hot to sit in the sun. It was a nice rest. So now we're going to add some more bricks here. So we're going to add a 1x2 slope brick just in front over here. Then we have this wedge piece goes on the corner. And we put a 2x4 in the back there. We have another sloped piece in olive green there, and another olive green 1x2 that sneaks in the back. Just starting to put this foliage together here. Then we're going to get a couple of 3x3 plates in olive green. One of these wedge pieces here, and a 1x4 plate. I'm going to stick a 1x4 plate right across the back here on the black piece. Then with the 3x3 goes on, and our sort of rock wedge piece goes on. Our other 3x3 is going to go just on there. Next up we need a large arch piece, a 1x6 piece here, another 1x4 plate, a couple of 2x2s and a black panel piece. We're going to stick the 1x4 plate on the panel piece. That's going to go across this section, across here. By the look of it, our arch piece is then going to go across next to it. We'll then stick our 2x2s on top of each other at the back. So we've ended up with the arch going across with the panel piece there. Then we get another couple more arch pieces, another leaf and 6 flowers. Then we're going to stick the 2 arches across this side next to each other. So we're creating a little hidden hole here, that top bit. Ah, cool, Greg, you're in Texas. Quite a few people from Texas or Houston in Mexico actually on holiday. Then we're just going to add these flowers around, add a bit more detail, and that I think is the end of bag number 1 and 2. Yeah, so that's the end of bag 1 and 2. So we've kind of got the base area for a tower, a few steps here, a bit of foliage here, start of our secret hidden cave where we can hide some things in. And then we're going to open up bag 3 and 4 now. And in this one, I think we've got Samwise Gamgee. So first up then, let's just move this out of the way. First up we've got our minifigure to build. So Samwise Gamgee again, as I mentioned, she is anyway. It's got short legs again, printed torso, gingery kind of medium nugget hair. He's going to need a cape. He's got a sand blue cape from our pile of capes in there, and he's also, of course, but he's always hungry, he's holding a frying pan. So there's his shorter legs. You can see obviously his feet are sticking out because he's a hobbit. He's got his little braces here holding his trousers up, bit of a fatter belly through shirt, and some detail printed on his back. He's got this, as I said, sand blue cape. He's got two printed expressions on his face. We'll put his smiley kind of smirky face on here, then on the back got a less happy face. It's probably when he's not happy with Gollum. There's his hairpiece. It's a bit Ron Weasley kind of look. And then he's got a frying pan in his right hand. And as I said, so there's Samwise Gamgee to go with Frodo. Stick those to the side. And then we can continue building up the tower here. So the next bit, we're going to get a couple of these arch pieces. We used these arch pieces the other week, didn't we? In something. What was that in? The Jazz Club, was it? Maybe? Something like that. So I think this is a new mould that we've got going. We've also got get a 2x6 brick. We're going to stick then these arch pieces onto this 2x6 back to back. So we're hiding this mould piece here at the back. So it looks like a complete arch. And then to connect these two pieces together at the top, we're going to get a couple of 1x2 tan bricks to stick that on that side and on this side to give us this arch here, which is pretty cool. That's going to go, oh, it's a lie, not a 1x2 on this one, it's a 1x1, my bad. That's going to go in this top corner over here. So you have the 1x1 piece here and the 1x2 on that side of the arch. Then we're going to do a little bit of tiling in the middle here to put some detail in. So for that we need a sand green jumper tile, 2x2 plate. We then need a few tiles as well. So we've got 4 1x1 tiles. We have a couple of 1x2 tiles in sand green as well. Then we've got some sand blue tiles as well. So we've got 4 1x2 sand blue tiles. Also 4 quarter tiles as well in sand blue. We have a couple of medium nugget 1x2s as well. And we have a silver 1x1 round plate as well. So first off we get our 2x2 sand green plate that's going to stick in this part of the floor, and next to that we'll put our 1x1 round piece. Then we put our 1x2 medium nugget tile. The other medium nugget tile goes next to the arch that came in this side. And then we're going to build like a rug kind of piece. So the quarter tiles are going to be the corners. Of it. So we put these on here. And we've got our sand blue 1x2s. Sand green 1x1s. Put the jumper in the middle. So that's forming on the floor there. Rug type thing. Whether it's a rug, I don't know. We'll find out. Then we're going to get some light bluish grey plates. So we get one 1x2 and we get a corner 2x2 plate in the same colour somewhere. There it is. And then we got a couple of 2x2 light bluish grey tiles as well. The tiles are going to go, the 2x2s are going to go on this 1x4 that we stuck on earlier. Give us another little step there. Then our corner brick goes on our sand green one, and then our 1x2 connects the 1x1 and the sand green thing together as well. Then we're going to get a couple of 1x1x3 bricks, these little columns here, and there's going to be one goes on here. The other one is just going to go on there, like so. Then we've got our new fern pieces here, so I'm sure you've seen these online. These new fern pieces. It says a little note here that the fern element is a new design introduced in 2023. It's seen here for the first time and there are 34 in this model. So we need 4 to start with in this section. We also need a 1x2 log brick. We also need a masonry brick. We have one of these cutaway bricks and we have a large arch. We need a 1x6 arch piece as well. And then to start us off, we're going to stick a masonry brick on the front here and a log brick. Then I'll cut a cross brick and then our arch goes just behind that. So we just added up this area here. Then we're going to stick 2 of these fern pieces together to make a shape like this. And then these ones go on singularly. So this one goes on here. This one goes on at an angle here, and our larger one goes on the corner at the back. There's our little fern pieces. Then we get another cutaway piece. We get a 1x4 masonry brick, and then we get 3 olive coloured 1x2 larger slope pieces. Build up the wall at the front here. The 1x4 cutaway goes on top, and then we're going to add these slope bricks on top of the foliage that we added. Make it look like this around the edge. Next up we get a couple of 1x6 bricks. We also get a sloped brick like this and another flower piece. Sloped piece goes down the end here into the ferns that we added at the back. Then we put another flower piece on. Then we stick the 2 1x6s together, and they're going to run across the back section here behind the flower. Then we get 4 2x3 bricks. And a 2x8 brick. And we're just going to add 2x3s together there, and the same on the opposite side. And then our 2x8 goes across in black in the middle. Then we're going to build up around this side. So for that we get 2 of these 1x4 stepped pieces. 2 of those. We also get 3 log bricks, 1x2 type, and a Technic brick 1x2 with a round hole in it somewhere. Where is it? There it is, pin right in front of me. And what we do is we're going to put these angle step bricks. One goes across here. Then we're going to put a log brick on. Then we put our Technic brick. Then we put a log brick behind that. And another log brick next to that. And then the other angled piece goes across there. So create this kind of look above the arch. Does look just correct. It's off centre there. Then we get 6 smaller cutaway pieces. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to put these into stacks of 3. Like so. And they're going to go on this side and on that side. Just added that on to cover up the gap there. Then we're going to actually add some tiling as well onto this. So we get another, first off we get a couple more 1x1x3 pieces. We get a 2x2 modified with 2 studs showing in dark bluish grey, also some 1x3 tiles in dark bluish grey, a couple of 2x2 plates in light bluish grey, one, where's the other one? This says 2, yep, the other one, there it is, upside down. A couple of 2x2 corner plates as well. We also have, where do I see them? Some of these cutaway triangle tiles, 2 of those. We also have these cutaway ones. Right, so we have 4 2x2 tiles as well in light bluish grey. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And finally we have 2 1x4 light bluish grey tiles. So first off we're going to stick the 1x1x3 onto the corners here to continue up on this side. Then next to that we're going to add our 2x2 corner plates, followed by our 2x2 plates, followed by 2x2 tiles. Then we stick our cutaway triangle pieces on. Then we have these cutaway pieces as well, followed by a 1x4 tile which goes across. Then we stick our 2x2 tiles. Our modified one goes in the middle here. And then we have another 1x4 at the back. And our 1x3s go in this gap just over here, so just tiled up the top of that like so. Then we're going to get 6 2x2 bricks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've also got 4 1x2 bricks as well going on, and then 4 also 1x2 round end plates like so. Then we're going to stick all 6 of these 2x2s together to make a column. This goes in our gap just there. We then build 2 of these. We get 1x2, stick a 1x2 plate round on it, then another 1x2 and another 1x2 round to give us this effect. So we'll do that twice. These go on either side here. Then we get a masonry brick, a log brick and a 2x2 corner plate. The corner plate goes on our column of 2x2s. Then we have our log brick, and then our masonry brick goes on this side as well to connect those together. We've then got some more foliage to create, so we have a leaf here, we have a shoot, we've got 3 little plants, 3 dark green leaves, and a Technic pin with a stud on it. We start with the leaf, the larger leaf, add our dark green leaves onto this. Then we're going to add our green flowers onto it. Then we stick our pin into the base here, and then we'll add our shoot into the base, into the stud as well, so we end up with something like this. And this is going to go into our Technic pin here to use as a way to cover up this little secret hideaway, so we can lift it up or hide it with the flowers. So that's done. Then we're going to come back to this tower that we've got over here with these studs on the side, and we're going to get a couple of 1x2 plates. We've got a masonry brick 1x2, a couple of upward facing brackets again, an inverted sloped 1x2, and a sand green 1x2 plate. So we get our bracket piece and our masonry brick, similar to what we did earlier. Stick a 1x2 plate on top of that, then another bracket, then a sand green plate, and then a light bluish grey plate in our inverted piece. Something like this, and that's going to add on top of our column here just to extend it even further. Then we get a 2x4 plate and add a 1x2 tile in light bluish grey to the ends. Then we add a 2x2 tile next to that, and then a 2x4 adds to that. So something like this. This is going to then cover up our studs here. Just push that on. So let's cover that up. Then we go over to this side, and we need a 1x1x5, a 1x2 in tan. We've got one of these inverted corner pieces as well. We've got a Technic brick with the cross hole in it in sand green, a 1x2 plate, and another dark bluish grey 1x1. So we start with that with a 1x2, stick them on top like this. Then we put our corner inverted piece next to it. Sand green plate goes on top there. Then into the bottom we stick a 1x1x5 like this, and then we add our Technic piece into the bottom. So we end up something like this. This gets added here. So it's gone onto that 1x1 round that was at the bottom and connects onto the side column as well. Then we need two more inverted 1x2 slope pieces and a corner brick. Gonna add a corner brick in there. Then we've got our inverted piece goes on here and on this side. Then we'll put this to the side, and the next thing we're going to build two columns. So we're going to build two together. So we get 2x2 in sand green. Then we're going to add a 1x2 light bluish grey plate to two studs. Then we're going to get these Technic bricks with the cross holes in. They're going to go on top of the plate that we just added. To look like so. Then onto that we get some 1x2x5 bricks that go on top of our Technic bricks. We then also add a 1x2 brick on top of that, and goes on there, one on here. Then we get some more of these inverted corner bricks and add these on in twos like this. And then to connect these together we stick a 1x4 sand green plate across the top. So we've ended up something like this. Put those to the side. Again, building two of these, we get a pearl gold jumper tile. We're going to add pearl gold cone onto each of the jumper studs. Then we'll stick a 4 length pearl gold rod into that cone. Put something like that. Then we get another couple of jumper tiles. Into the bottom of them we're going to stick some 1x1 round plates, and then we also stick one into the top stud, so that's something like that. Do that again. Then we're going to stick that into the top of our 4-length rod. And then we're going to use some candles, so we're going to get these handlebar pieces, stick these into our 1x1 rounds. You can see how these look like candles. Then of course we need flames to go into the top. There's one candle. Our second candle. And if we bring these back in, these are going to go on the 2 studs at the front. Give us columns that look like this. Oh, so I'll snap it off. So those 2 are now complete. So with them done, we bring back in our piece here. This is going to go either side of this step. The first one goes on there. Second one fits in the gap there. So from the front we now got something that looks like that. And then from this side you can see the candle showing. Let's put that to the side again. We've got to build another column, just one this time. We start with a sand green 1x2. Going to stick a light bluish grey 1x2 plate on top. And we have a Technic brick again with a cross section hole, 1x1 regular brick in tan colour, 1x2x5 brick goes on. Then we've got our 1x1 brick, 1x1 plate goes next to that. Another corner inverted piece goes on next, and then another sand green 1x2 plate goes on top of that. So there's another column. This one is going to go on this side into this inverted piece here, like so. Now been added on something that looks like that. Next up then we need this, we have a 1x16 reddish brown brick, we've got a 1x6 brick, large arch piece, 2 different colours, 2x2 and a 1x2. Our tan coloured arch piece is going to go make sure I got this the right way around. Tan piece is going to go across here, connect this column with our original piece across here. Then our 1x16 is going to go across this side. Then we have our other arch piece that's going to connect across this side. Stick our 2x2 at the front here, 1x6 across there, 1x2 across there. Now we've got this archway this side and on that side. Next up we get 2 of these handle shaped type pieces, a couple of 1x2 jumper tiles, a couple of 1x1 bricks and 4 1x1 round plates all in dark bluish grey. Get the anvil piece, stick a jumper on top. Then we stick our 1x1 round on top of that in the middle. And our 1x1 goes on, and another 1x1 round piece. So that something looks like this. Do 2 of those. One goes over this side, and it goes across the back. So just adding it to this dark bluish grey piece that we had earlier. Next up we get a couple of 1x2x5s and also some 1x2s in dark bluish grey. Add those on top, and then these are going to sit on either side of our archway. On this side, let's make it look like this now. Then we're going to get 4 white telescope pieces, and these are going to go onto the jumper tiles that we've got running along the front of our staircase. These are going to act as little handrails, if you like. You then get some 1x4 sand green plates and stick a white 1x4 tile on top. Then we stick them on top of our telescope pieces. So then at the front we end up with this fence or handrail piece. And that's the end of bags 3 and 4. Now we'll move on to number 5. We're going to do some details inside as well. So 5 is a large bag, and we're going to do the bed, I think, that Frodo lays on when he's trying to get better. And a few other internal bits going on this one. First up is the bed. So we start with a 2x4 dark tan piece, then we've got these 1x2s with these rods on in pearl gold. We stick these into the middle like this. Then here we're going to have some downward facing brackets. These are going to go into each end of the bed. So this kind of looks like this. Then in the bottom we're going to stick a 1x1 round trans clear piece into the middle stud like this, and then into the end as well some more of these pearl gold pieces that go into the brackets to give us the legs for the bed. And obviously this trans clear piece is where it's going to connect to the jumper tile that we had in the rug, so it fixes firmly to the design. We then have these blue coloured 2x4 tile and a jumper tile. It'll be the base for our bed, like so. And into the ends here, to sort of end the bed somewhere, we have these curved pieces. They're going to go into the studs on our legs to bookend each of the bed area. Then into this jumper tile we're going to stick a green jumper like this, and then stick a light green 2x2 tile like that on top. our sort of bed, if you like, is going to stick in here. So our clear piece goes on to that jumper, and we're sat in the middle by the candles. Then we'll put that to the side. Then we're going to do a little shelving unit now. It's going to go in there. So we start with a 6x8 black plate. And stick a 1x4 lime green plate on top, and a 1x4 brick underneath that. And we've got these bracket pieces here. They're going to go into the top and cover our lime green piece. Start adding some sort of book details. We're going to get a 1x2 teal coloured piece, a blue bracket piece in light blue, a couple of these semicircle orange pieces, lime green tile 1x2 and a sand blue tile. We'll start with the teal piece, stick the bracket into that. Add our orange pieces on top of the bracket, and into the bracket we'll add the sand blue plate and the lime green tile. This looks like this. This is going to connect the end of our white brick there. Next up we get a reddish brown bracket piece. We've also got another sand blue 1x2 plate and another lime green tile, and we also have a 1x2 sand green slider piece. Start with the slider piece, add the sand blue tile and plate into the bottom of that. Then we add our bracket on, then we add our lime green piece on, something like this. This then connects into the middle. This effect. Then we get a lime green 1x4. Then going to add these panel pieces in, like so. Give us the across the middle there. And then we add some more bracket pieces either end. So it looks like this. Excuse me. Then we get another bracket piece. We're going to add another sand green 1x2 slider plate into that. Then a sand blue plate 1x2, another lime green tile onto that. Into the other back we're going to stick a blue bracket again, and stick again our orange semicircle bricks on. That's going to stick in the middle there between our panel pieces. Then we get two 1x8 bricks, a couple of 1x2 plates and two white inverted sloped pieces. We're going to add our 1x8 bricks either side. We just built our 1x2 plates go inside there, and then our inverted slope pieces just go into the base like this. Then with that done, we're going to cover these studs up. We've got a 1x2 teal coloured plates, a couple of 1x4 white tiles, a couple of 1x1 tiles as well. We've got some 1x2s with clips on in medium nugget, 2 of those. We also then get 10 of these like semicircle medium nugget tiles for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoop. that. There's the 10th one, and then our final thing is a double cheese wedge as well. So to start us off with, we'll put our teal 1x2 into the bottom, cover up this with some 1x2 clips, and our double cheese wedge goes in the gap in the middle there. Then we stick our semicircle tile at the base on each side here, and our 1x4 white tiles go on either side, then a 1x1, and we stick our semicircles at the end here facing the other way, and then running across the top row of studs, again we stick these semicircle pieces right the way across. That's how our bookcase is kind of looking at the moment. Then we get some pearl gold vine pieces, 2 of those, a couple more panel pieces, and a 1x6 medium nugget tile. We're going to run the tile across the base here, cover that up, you see the gap there. We're going to add these panel pieces into the top, and finally our vines are going to go into these clips either side there. So there's our bookcase. This bookcase is going to squeeze in between this arch here, so we're going to clip this into position along there. So now it's just in that gap there now. You see from the other side, the back. That's the bookcase. Bilbo Baggins is writing his books. Then we get another 1x16 brick. This is going to run across this back section across here. Then we're going to add some plates now across the top, ready for the next floor. So we get a 1x2 plate in teal. We've got 3 of these 2x10s, reddish brown, 5 1x4s modified with 2 studs showing in reddish brown as well, and then we had 3 1x2 plates in reddish brown, and then a 1x10 on its own. Start with our teal plate and goes 4 studs in from the side. Then we've got our 2x10 that goes in, overhangs. We'll stick our 1x4 modified between. Then we'll do another plate running across, and another 1x4. And a 2x10. Just need another 1x4 at the end here. 1x10 goes across. Then we'll stick our 1x2 plates in that fashion there. Just adding another layer on. Then put this to the side. We're going to build some minifigures now, which are statues, and there's a note here that the new head decorations for the statues feature 2 distinct expressions, stone faced and hard stare. So for that we get 2 of these longer hair, those ones, 2 of these longer hair pieces. We also then have a base dress piece, one there, and a torso here as well. Then we need 2 heads. So just going to stick these together. You can see this is the statue here. Hasn't got anything printed on the dress piece, but has torso printed, and you can see the one facial expression on here, and if you flip it over you can see the other facial expression as well. And then we'll put the hair piece on there. So we've got 2 of these to go on. There's our 2 elvish statues. These are going to sit over this side on these 2x2 plates, looking outwards either side. Let's see, hang on. So looking out on that side, and this one on the other side. So that's that one done. Now we'll put that to the side, and we're going to build 2 more statue pieces inside an arch, and we're doing these 2 at a time. So we've got these upward facing brackets. We're going to stick some 1x2 plates in the back here, and then we're going to add this piece on top. It's like an old radar piece. Then we're going to add a panel piece, that goes on top to form this kind of look. Then we get a couple of 1x1 bricks, and we also get a couple of 1x2 round ends. We're going to stick these 1x1s and these curved end plates together. Something like this, and then that's going to stick at an angle then onto these like radar pieces. Give a shape. Then we're going to get some 1x2 bricks, 2 for each one. They go on top and of the panels that we just added, the plates. Like this. Then we add another couple of 1x2 round ends plates. They go on top of the 1x2 bricks. Like that. Then we get 2 of these are anvil pieces again. And we also get some 1x1 round black bricks. The round black bricks go at the rear stud on each side, then the anvil type piece goes in front. So put up something that looks like this. Then with that done, we get some more of these radar type pieces, and they're going to connect top of the panel and into our 1x1 round black bricks like that. And like that. Then we're going to add a 1x2 panel piece. They go on top of the anvil type piece. And then onto our radar piece we stick another 1x2 round end plate. Just like that, and then we get two of these mudguard pieces, and they're going to go on top of the radar piece, and then help us form this cool arch where the statue can go inside. For the statue we get some actually grey legs this time, not tresses. Add in the torso. Then we've got the Stony Stair minifigure face. And this time we have some longer hair. Goes on this one. And into the back of the legs we'll stick these 1x2 round ends, two of those together, which then allows us to clip it to these studs inside. So then we'll have a statue looks like that. Do the other one. So there's our two statues inside the arch. Then round the back, in the bottom here, we're going to add a 1x1 round pearl gold plate into the base. We bring this back in. It's going to now connect to this stud in there, each corner. So then on the side now, in the tower, we've got this kind of look going on with our statues. Next up we'll do another arch, so we've got an upward facing bracket, reddish brown 1x2 plate, 1x2 brick, then a panel goes on, then a mud guard. It's an easy one this time, and we've just got some legs and a torso again printed with a statue face, and this is the original hairpiece we had the elf last time, and another 1x2 round, just one this time, goes in the leg, and that sticks in there like so. This one then can go in this gap here, hopefully, all being well. Then we have our final statue around there, so we've got all those people hanging about so far. Then we get some 1x2x5s and add mud guards to the top of each of these, and this will be the final arch that goes above the two statues either side here. And we just stick those in the back on the side there, just to give us the other arch over the top there. Done that on that side as well. So they're all in position. Next up we get two 2x4 plates, stick them together to one stud overhang. That then goes in to a 2x10 in the middle here with 4 studs either side. With that done, we then push this in to the top of this section here. Then we're going to get 4 downward facing single brackets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 double cheese wedges in dark bluish grey. These then go on to fill in these gaps between the archways like this. Then we're going to add some plates over this side. So we get 4x8 here, a couple of 1x3 plates, 1x1 tile. We've got a couple of double jumpers and a 1x2 tile. First off, we stick the 1x1 tile in here. Now, I think this is where perhaps the instructions some 2x2 plates. Go on there. Like so. Goes on there. And our jumpers go on here. And a 1x2 and this plate across the top, and then we have 1x3 plates going across here, just covering up the top of that eventually. Then we got a couple of these 6x8s, a 1x6 and two 1x2 plates. And add these across the top here. Those go on there. That's the end of that bag number 5. So now we've got a bit of a roof going on with all of our statues around here. We've got the little bed and the book cabinet inside there. So next up we're going to build another wall piece as well in bag 6. Next up we get a 6x8 plate in the middle of, it doesn't seem to be level for some reason. It's a bit warped. Then we're going to add some 1x2s with clips on in black into the middle, 2 of those next to each other, like this. Then we're going to get some 1x4 tiles in medium nugget, downward facing bracket, dark bluish grey, and a 1x2 plate. And we're going to run these 1x4s tiles across. 1x2 plate goes on there, and our downward facing bracket goes on top of that plate like so. Then the next bit we need a 1x6 brick, so an upward facing bracket and a 2x2 brick. So we stick the 1x6 in, 2x2 in there, upward facing bracket at the end there. Then we get two 1x4 bricks with studs on the side. They then run along full length like this. You then have a corner brick that goes in and a 1x1 brick that goes in the back there. Then with that done, we get a 1x2 plate. We're going to stick an upward facing bracket to the top of that. Then we have a masonry brick, another 1x2 plate, then an upward facing bracket, another masonry brick, 1x2 plates, one more plate, a bracket, sorry. Then we get a 1x1 with a stud on the side in black, and a regular 1x1 brick as well. That then connects onto the end here. So we have all of our... Hey Carol, welcome to the stream, hope you're good. We've got all of our brackets then going up this side. Then we're going to get our large panel here. Then we need to stick a sticker, and actually I don't think I've got a sticker sheet out, did I? Let's have a look. I missed the sticker sheet. There's our sticker sheet. It was in there. I've also managed to screw up the other sticker sheet, which is great. Ugh, why do I keep missing the sticker sheets? So we're going to need to stick the battle of what's this one? It wasn't Mordor, was it? I can't remember the name of it. But there's the battle scene there as well from the start of the film, when the blade gets cut off when they cut the hand off with the ring on. So that's going to go on to our panel here. Goes in there, and then that's going to stick into the middle of our section just like this. Then we're going to get 4 2x2 bricks, stick them together. Then at the top we're going to stick a corner 2x2 brick, and then we'll stick a black 1x1 with a stud on in again. That's going to go next to the other side of our photo. Then we get another 2x2. We've got another upward facing bracket. We've got a 1x2 with a single stud in the middle somewhere. This one, a couple of masonry bricks, a couple of 1x2 plates. So we'll stick the 1x2 plate into the base of the bracket and on top, and that goes on this end. Then we have a masonry brick, 1x2 with a single stud, another masonry brick, and a 2x2 just to go above our photo. Then down here what we're going to do is we're going to get a dark orange 2x6 and then 4 1x4 plates. Going to stick 2x6 at the base, 1x4 on the side, just repeat that again. End up with this frame around our photo. Then across the top you're going to stick a 1x8 brick right across the top, another corner brick using this side, and then a 1x1 brick goes in the back just across the top. And to decorate this front section, in fact there's a little note here that says the deconstruction of Sauron translated into Lego Universe features the newly designed Narsil hilt element and a gorgeous teal frame. There's a little note on this section. So what we're going to do is we'll get a teal macaroni that's going to go into the center above our picture. We then have these pearl gold cutaway pieces, which are going to go either side here to connect our arch with our photo frame. Then we got some 1x4 tiles. Then we've got some semicircle bricks that go at the bottom. A couple of 1x4 tiles again in medium nugget going across the bottom. Then across the base here we're going to stick 8 of these semicircle tiles in again. They run across the top there, and there's our picture frame for the Battle with Sauron. Then at the top again we're going to stick another upward facing bracket, and stick a masonry brick in the back, and another 1x2 plate on top, and stick on the side here. Then we stick a masonry brick, 2 1x1s with clips on go in next in the middle, and another masonry brick, and then another 2x2 goes on top. So it looks like this now. Then again another upward facing bracket goes on the ends, and this time we stick a 2x8 right across, and then we get a 1x2 plate with a clip on the side, clips onto the end here. So we end up something like this. There's more to go. Then we stick a masonry brick on the front, and we have a 1x4 with studs on the side that goes on next, and another masonry brick, then a log brick goes on top of our clip plate there. Then we run a plate 1x8 all the way across to level that top section off. And in the back here we've got this gap. We're going to get 2 of these tannic bricks, stick them into a 1x2 plate, and then we stick them each end there and there. Then right across here we stick a 2x10 dark bluish grey plate right across. Oh, well done, Carol. Have you started to build your jazz club yet, or are you still looking at it in the box? Then we're going to add some detail on the front here. They're going to go with some white vine pieces. They're going to go into these clips at the front. Like so. You then have a white shield piece. It's going to go in the middle. And then either side we're going to stick some quarter white tiles on the side. Ah, cool. I like the first bag. Doing all the tiling for the sidewalks. My favourite part of the. Don't know why it's my favourite part. It is my favourite part of doing modular buildings. So there's our detail above our picture. With that done, this is going to stick into the middle part here at the top. So put it in this gap. So our Saruman picture's on the outside on this side, and then around this side it looks like this. Then we get a 2x6 plate. We're going to stick a 2x2 tile in the middle. We'll then get 4 quarter tile light bluish grey. They're going to go inward facing in each of these corners. My fingers will do it. So they're done like that. Then we stick a 2x4 on the end. Then with this overhang we're going to stick another plate in the bottom. Another 2x4. There's a 2x2 somewhere. And then a 1x2 tile goes in. So then with that done, remember the side here we've got all these studs running up. We're going to attach this now to that. So it runs all the way up the length like that. Then we're going to do sort of a dresser, I think, for a bedroom. Start with a 2x4 plate in black. Then we have one of these white pieces here. It's going to go on the top. A couple of 1x1 reddish brown plates with clips on. Going to stick back to back like that. Then we've got some 1x2 medium nuggets with handles on. They go on next. We'll then stick a 1x4 tile across those to connect them together. And then we get one of these circle tiles, and we're going to stick a sticker on. So number 4. It's got this sticker of an elf on. That goes on there. That's going to stick in the middle. Then we've got some gold vine pieces. We're going to stick those to these medium nugget handle pieces. These clip into our clips that we added earlier. And we can angle this in this fashion, create like a mirror type piece. That then clips into these clips that are there. So then our mirror now fits in. I think it's a mirror or it's a picture. I'm not sure what it is, but we've done it now. So that's in there. Then we're going to build a bed now. So for our bed, we're going to get a 2x4. We'll then get some 2x2 modified with studs on. We'll get 4 of these. Connect them to our plate. Then we stick another 2x4 down the middle. Each of these side studs stick a 1x4 tile on. Then we've got one of these curved bricks, goes on the end for a pillow. And then we've got these dark red 2x4s which stick on with a one stud overhang. Then we've got these green tiles. I'm going to add some stickers now, number 11. So some of these screwed up stickers that I've done. There's two, so it's going to be the quilt cover on the bed like that. Interesting pattern. And across the front here we've got a 1x4 log brick that goes in. Like this sort of bed effect. But then that's done. This is then going to sit in front of this, which is going to be the sort of head of the bed. So our bed looks like this. We're not done yet. We get 4 1x1 round bricks. Gonna stick these in to each corner of the bed. And on top of them we're going to stick these semicircle tiles to make it look like the part of the bed. So there's our bed looking there with the 4 posts. Next up we're going to do like a bedside cabinet, so we get these window pieces. We're going to add in a jumper tile, another window piece in the opposite direction to give us legs. In the middle here we get a 1x1 round with a pin, pearl gold. Then get a jumper tile. Add in our 1x1 rounds, in 2 into the bottom, 1 in the top. Flip that over and stick it onto our pin like that, and then we'll stick our handlebars in for the candles. Then we'll stick the flame elements in top. There's our little bedside candle. There's one stud out. It goes next to our bed there. Let's end the bag 6. Now we move on to bag number 7, which will be our last. Oh, that won't be our last bag yet. Still got another hour to go. Some Technic pieces in this one, so we've got some tusks as well. So we're going to build 3 of these at the same time, these next ones. So we get a 1x1 with 2 studs in the corners. Into those studs we're going to add these 1x1 rounds with pins in the middle. 6 of these. It's going to form the apex of our structure. So with those in position, we then get these tusk pieces. And we're going to stick the ends of these tusks into these pins. nice pretty arches. And into the ends of those we're going to stick 10x cylinders. These are going to clip just into the end of the tusk. Then we get these 10x pins with a short and long arm. We're going to stick the shorter end into these 10x cylinders that we just added. Then we get some 10x loops with the pins on. And we're going to get 6 of these. These are going to go onto our pins on each side. Oh, hope you feel better in a minute, Brandon, when you come back. Just going to stick these all the way down. With those loops in place, we then get some spacers in whites, again 6 of these. These just go onto the ends of our pins. Like so. So with those done, and we come back in here, these are going to go in the gaps down here. So where we've got these Technic pins we had earlier, this is where we're going to attach these archways. Hopefully all going well. That's it. So then those archways now are in place all the way across, which is a cool technique there. Then with that done, we're going to add the bricks that go in the gaps here, and they're going to be all sand green ones. So we've got 6 inverted of these slope pieces. 4, 5, 6. We've got a couple of 1x2s as well, and a couple of 1x1s. Start with a 1x1 over this side. I feel like this bit's slightly off here, but let's have a look. Doesn't quite sit snug for me, this bit. Why is that? Just roll back a bit. I'll fix something, I think. The tower we did earlier. We did earlier at the end is not quite sitting. Boom. Bear with me. Quick dismantle. So let's have a look. I think that's better. Just everything back together now. Offset there, which I didn't need on that column. Let's put these green pieces back on, which are now sitting much where they should be, and that's there. Cool. So I just had to fix this little towel here, which was sticking out slightly. Now we put it all back together. That's as it should be. And now we have a nice sand green trim just going across the archways that we just added as well. Just going to put that to the side again. We're going to build another added structural piece. So we start with a 2x2 plate. Downward facing bracket goes on first on each side. Give us a shape like this. Then we're going to stick a sand green 1x2 jumper tile and a 1x2 plate. The masonry brick goes on the plate. Then we get a couple of downward facing single brackets that go on the masonry brick. Then a 1x2 plate on top of those brackets. And another masonry brick. Another set of single downward facing brackets. Then some upward facing brackets. Then we're going to stick a window piece in the middle there. Onto the window piece another 2x2 plate. 1x2 bracket plate goes on top of that. And another sand green jumper tile. Then another couple of downward facing brackets go on like this. Then we stick that to the side. Get one of these 1x10s. We're going to stick a 2x2 curved piece into the top. Then we're going to run these triangle pieces. Going to run 8 of these down here. Detail. This is a really cool technique for getting the angles of the tower walls together. And then this one sticks on this side of our structure. Down there, that side. Then we do the same for the other side. So we have that piece like this, and we've got to do two of those, which I read at the start. So let's flip back, do another one. So start with a 2x2 again, stick some 2 downward facing brackets.
I found this on the web.
Need my watch to tell me that. Then we get a 1x2 plate, same green jumper again, masonry brick, then we've got a downward facing brackets again, and another 1x2 plate, masonry brick, so now we've got those. Then we do the side pieces again, same as we did before. So curved downward piece, and then we've got our triangle pieces that we're going to stick all the way down. And we stick this all the way down the edge. That's that side, and then we do the other side. Push that all the way down there. So now we've got our two elements here. We're going to bring back our main structure, and these are going to go above these curved areas here. So slot that one in this side, and this one in that side. And then you can kind of see how that's risen up above our arches with our statues that we put in earlier. Then we're going to build some walls for this, so we get a 1x2, get a 1x1 brick in dark bluish grey, goes in, 1x4 masonry brick, Jumper tile goes in the bottom. Masonry brick, 1 by 1, with a cross hole in the middle of it, and then a 1 by 2 plates. It's going to run along here with these jumper pieces. That's that side. Then we do similar bit in reverse for the other side. So 1 by 2, 1 by 1 goes on, 1 by 4 masonry brick, jumper tile, 1 by 2 masonry brick, 1 by 1 in there, then a 1 by 2 plate goes on top. This runs along this side of the wall, so just to angle it up you can kind of see what we've built there. Then we're going to get 2 jumper tiles in dark bluish grey. We're going to add a 1 by 1 into the middle stud in dark bluish grey, and then a 1 by 1 10 brick with the cross hole in on top. And then these 2 are going to go on the inside of the wall in line with the other 10 brick that we've just added into the wall there. Next up we get this semicircle plate. I'm going to run a 1 by 8 across the base, and then we get a 2 by 2 round plate. Stick that in the middle there. We flip this over, we then get 1 by 2 jumper tile, 2 of those on this side, 2 on the opposite. These are then going to connect in the centre here, hopefully. Also connects these walls to the main structure. Then we're going to get 2 dark orange scroll bricks, stick them into dark bluish grey jumper tile like this, and it goes just in front of these pieces we just added, like that. Then we get a 2 by 6 plate. We're going to add a 1 by 6 dark orange plate to it. 2 by 4 tile goes in the middle, and then we've got these 2 by 2 sloped bricks and go on top. That then sits at the back here. Then we get a 1 by 3 brick, push that in there, and we get a 1 by 1 with a stud on the side and stick that on top of the 1 by 3. Then we're going to get our book piece. Stick that on there. We get a tan tile here, and then we've got a sticker to stick on. It says, not only is this a great location to write a book, but this desk also provides critical structural stability for the roof and the towel that we'll attach later. So onto this we're going to stick a sticker, which is number 7, which one it says there and back again, which is the book that Bilbo Baggins has written. Put it on slightly wonky, but probably just about do. So there and back again, and then on the front we're going to stick another sticker, number 12. There's our little sticker on the book. And to help that sit, we're going to get a 1 by 3 here. We're going to stick a 1 by 1 with stud on the side, We'll stick an angled 1x1 with a clip. That will clip onto the book like this, and then add that in there. So then you can see the book is now resting on this desk, opened up with there and back again. Then adding some more detail to the desk, we're going to get a 1x2 dark bluish grey, dark orange. Going to stick a 1x1 round medium nugget brick, stick a 1x1 round with a pin in it, and then a flame into the top of that. So we've got a bit of a candle burning. That's going to go on this side of the desk. On the other side of the desk, we're going to stick an inkwell. And also another candle. Flame goes on there, then we'll stick another feather in there to give us an inkwell. That's going to go on the other side of our desk like that. Then to finish us off, some 2x2 corner plates, 1x1 round dark bluish grey plate, 1x1 brick in dark bluish grey goes in here and here, and then in the front here we're going to stick one of these pointy bricks on top of a 1x1, and that'll just continue and finish off the architectural detail on the outside. So you can see how that just finishes off this detail that's running up the side. That's the end of bag 7. So we'll move on to bag number 8 now, and in here we're going to get Bilbo Baggins as well. So Bilbo's got the elf legs, of course, his feet sticking out, got some white hair, and he's got a short little walking stick. He's getting very old now, so he's got this tan outfit on with a waistcoat and white shirt, and then on the back you've got another printed bit there. He's got two facial expressions, as I mentioned. So he's got this older looking, solemn looking chap, and then you've got the aggressive one where he's trying to grab hold of the ring when Frodo comes to visit. We'll stick his sort of solemn looking face on with his white hair at the moment, and then his left hand has got a stick to help him walk. Now he's a really old man. So there's Bilbo Baggins, our third minifigure of the set. And then continuing on building this out, we get some 1x2 plates. Just going to add them here and on the opposite side, and then we'll stick onto those some 1x2 tiles. Then we're going to build a seat it's going to be sitting on. So we get a 2x2 round brown plate. We stick a reddish brown upward facing bracket on each side. Yeah, Carol stickers aren't always that nice. Seem to be getting a few more printed tiles now, which is quite nice. So that's the base of the seat. Then for the back, we'll get a 2x2 round inverted piece. Again, we'll stick two upward facing brackets into that. and again another teal coloured 2x2. On one side we'll stick a 1x3 tile as well. Then we can stick our chair together. Got other 1x3 on the other side. Then we can stick some arms, which are going to be 1x1 rounds with handles on. There's on there and there. There's our little chair for Bilbo to write at. And this goes in. Just sideways in there by the look of things. Then by the bed we're going to do a little stool as well, and we're going to add some details running along these sand green pieces. First, the stool at the end of the bed, we just get a medium object 2x3. Just stick 4 1x1 round plates into each corner. And then on top we'll stick a 2x3 bright green piece. This is then just going to stick at the foot of the bed. Just down there. Then across the front we're going to get 3 of these 1x6 sand green plates. We're then going to cover them with some white jumper tiles, 3 in each. And then into those we're going to stick 3 telescopes and doing handrails. So we've got 3 of these now. I'm going to run along the front here. Running along the front just like that. And we're going to build something else now, so we get another 1x6, stick a 1x2 tile in, then a jumper tile, and a 1x4 tile which overhangs, stick a 1x6 plate to that, and another jumper, and another 1x4, and we'll stick another 1x6 plate, another jumper, and a 1x2 tile. That goes on top of our telescopes. So it looks like that now, with a rail across. Then we're going to get a candle and a 1x1 round with a pin on. Stick that on once. Then we'll do another one. And we'll stick 3 on. 3 candles onto it. Single one goes on this jumper tile, and then the longer one goes on there. So there was some columns coming out of the fence there. Next up we get a 1x2 tile, plate, sorry. Then we stick a masonry brick into the top of that. Then we stick a white jumper tile on top of that. Put that to the side a moment, get another jumper. single upward facing bracket goes on the top of the jumper. Then we've got a curved brick goes into the bracket, 1 by 1 round into the front bracket, and then a handle piece into the curved piece. That then sticks on the front of the piece we made. Then we get our pin piece, and then we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles onto that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. They go into that piece like this. And then this piece is going to go on the jumper tile we got here. It's going to plug into our side studs here, which is a bit blurry now. Yeah, so now we just put that tower into there, and it's connected the top piece into there. Then on the top we're going to stick a 2 by 4 tile, 3 studs over here, and then a 1 by 2 tile at the end. Then put that to the side. We'll then get a 2 by 2 plate with the curved top, and stick a 1 by 1 round curved plate in there. Plug this into this bracket piece, stick another one on the other side of it. Then we add a 1 by 4 reddish brown plate on. Add a couple more of these plates. Finish with another bracket piece. And one more. Then we add another bracket. Another plate. And then we have a white 1 by 1 clip. Clips into there. Then we get these sand green 2 by 2 curved pieces. We add them all the way across the front of what we just added together. And we also add a 1 by 2 plate just into that bracket piece at the front. And then this is going to sit, hopefully, on the top of our tower, so it looks like this on the side. Then we get a jumper tile, double 1 by 3. We're going to add a 1 by 3 brick on top of it, and a masonry brick, 1 by 1 brick. Then we'll do the alternation of the pattern there. Stick a 1 by 3 plate right across the top, and a 1 by 1 tile in the middle. Then we'll stick some 1 by 1 bricks either side, and some 1 by 1 plates on top. Then these new pieces I've not seen before, these inverted sloped pieces, 2 of these on. Then we'll stick a 1 by 3 arch piece above, so we've created that window. And we'll stick a jumper on the inverted piece in front. This is going to go in the middle here of those pieces we created earlier. Finish off our tower. That's the end of bag number 8. We just added that wall piece in on the front here to give us this complete tower. That's bag number 9. 8, sorry. So let's open up bag number 9. Excuse me. We're going to do a roof now. We did about another 30 minutes today, so we might just do this bag, or we might squeeze one more bag in to get to 10. So there we go. There's quite a few tiles in this one, so it might take us a bit longer because I have to do some roof tiling. So to kick us off, we've got a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 2 by 12. And they're going to get 6 of these 1 by 2 bars or rods going across. 4, 5, 6. Just going to add these all the way down one set of row of studs. Then we get 2 2 by 6s. And we get a 6 by 8. We can add these 2 by 6s on the ends, and then 6 by 8 in the middle. Then along the other side, we get another 2 by 12. Again, just add 1 row of studs to that. Then we get 3 4 by 8s. Add all of these this side. And we're going to get 4 2 by 4 plates and a couple of 1 by 12s. We're going to add these 2 by 4s down here, these onto the end, so we've created a frame like this. And we're going to add this 2 by 10 across. Then we've got these wedges and go either side. And if we flip this over to this side, another couple of wedges and some 1 by 6s. Add the wedges here and here, and then finish these 1 by 6s off. Gives us this view of the roof. And then we have the fun now of doing the tiling, which is going to be fun. So we need 18 of these sand blue 1 by 1 tiles. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And this is going to be a bit like doing Lego art again. So 18 of these. Don't have to worry too much about getting the diamond exact, because of course there's a technique for lining these up afterwards. I'm just going to run these There's my wonky attempt so far. Then we're going to get 12 tan coloured 1 by 1s, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 8 medium nugget, 5, 7, 8. I'm going to add the tan ones in. With that in place, the technique of course to straighten them up is to run this two by 16 all the way down. Gives you this nice uniform pattern, which is quite pleasing to do. So now we can continue down even further. So we need 14 tan colour this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 2 sand green ones. Then we've got 12 orange ones, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of those, and then 12 sand green ones as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then for the last bit we need 5 more green ones. 2, 3, 4, 5, We then have 6 quarter sand blue ones, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we have 11 orange red ones, so 4, 6, 8, 10 and 11. Then we're going to finish off down here. So there's a note here that says each of the 94 1x1 tiles on the roof should not be mounted at a 45-degree angle. Running along a plate or tile through the grooves once the parts are in place is a great way to align them. I just need to do what I did before, just run this So there's the roof, or one part of the roof done. And at the top here where we've got these rods hanging down, we get 6 of these 2x2s with clips on. 4, 5, 6. Just clip these into the rods. Runs along like that, and if we flip this over, we're then going to add a 1x4 here, 1x2 plate, and then we have one of these bracket pieces that we add on there as well. Then we add these inverted 1x2s with loops in. 2 of these next to each other go in here. And we get a 1x1 round in sand green, goes in just behind this bracket piece there. Then we get 2 more tan coloured 1x2 pieces. We've got our tennic brick 1x1 with a hole in it. Then we get 3 more of these brackets, another sand green 1x1 round, and an inverted brick. So the inverted brick sloped goes down this end with a tennic brick behind it, and our sand green 1x1 round goes on top of that. And here we're going to add our bracket, 1x2, another bracket, another 1x2 plate, and a bracket runs down the edge here like that. Then we get 2 1x4 brackets, inverted curved piece in sand green and a 1x1. stick our 1x4 plates behind here, the 1x1 round at the ends, and our curved inverted piece goes on top just at the end there to form a shape like that. Then we have a white cone piece, a loop piece with a pin, another inverted loop piece there as well, and a technic pin. Stick the technic pin through the loop, add this pin piece, and then we'll stick the cone to the top there. That's going to stick into that gap we had just in there. Then we get our piece that we use to straighten up the tiles. We also get 2x4, another couple of loop pieces, and a 1x4. Our 2x4 goes straight on top here to secure these. Then our loop piece goes in here, and our longer plate comes all the way down. Then we have a 1x4, and our last loop piece goes in there. Then we have a 1x3 inverted slope piece, and a curved inverted piece here. Goes in this end, this and this end. Then we have some pins that we need. If we bring back in our structure, our roof is going to form from these pieces of our loops. It's going to go down here somewhere. So our roof has now been pinned into position here. Show on the wide camera. Just pin this now into position. All the way around here, but we're not finished yet. We get this 1x8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're going to add a wedge piece to the end here to use some of the trim of the roof. We've got a sand blue quarter tile, macaroni tile, another sand blue tile on the inside, and another wedge piece, and we'll stick a 1x1 round to level that off. So we end up with something like this. This is then going to go to edge our roof. Just added that in just across here, and we'll do another one at the top. This end we're going to add one of these curved pieces, pointy ends. just added that bit in to the side there to finish off the roof. Then we've got a little statue that's going to go on of like an eagle looking type of thing. So we start with a 1x2 handle piece. Stick this curved brick into the base. Then we have another curved piece going the opposite way. Then we have an inverted sand green piece that goes into the base. Onto that stud there we put an Erling brick. And we'll stick a 1x1 with a clip on the end there. Then we'll stick a 1x1 round plate in top and a silver tusk goes in there, and also into our clip piece there. This can then clip into the white clip which is stuck here, face upwards like so. That's how it kind of is looking at the top, like that. Let's have a quick look. Probably finished there I reckon today. So we've done up to bag number 1 to 9, so just to give you a wide in the first 9 bags. A bit of a roof going on here, which is quite cool, and statues all the way around front here. A little desk, writing chair as well, bed, another sort of bed down the bottom there with a library as well. And it's looking pretty good. We've also got a picture of course in the back. So that's where we're going to end today. Go to the main camera. Another close up of what we've got going on there. Roof looks quite cool, look at that. Nice colours. A little bed in there. Desk over this side. Another little bed down there in the library. We've got statues going all the way around this side. And of course we've got the picture frame Saruman on that side. So we're going to stop there. We've done bags 1 to 9 of the first section this week. You can join me next Sunday at 2 o'clock usual time to pick up from bag 10. As you saw earlier, there's about 50 bags in this set. So we're not quite a quarter of the way through. We're getting closer there, so it's probably going to take us a few streams to get the whole thing done. And as I mentioned at the start of the stream, if you wanted to vote on what we stream after, or what we build after this one, do head over to the community tab where I've put a poll up that everybody can vote in this week to say what we build next. You've got a choice of a few different sets, particularly the new ones that have come out recently. So you've got the Up House on there, the Ninjago Marketplace. We've also got the Pac-Man arcade machine as well on there, and a few others. So check it out and cast your vote to say what we build next. Also, if you like the stream, do hit that like button, as it helps others see the stream as well and helps grow the channel and our community for LEGO enthusiasts. And whatever you're doing for the rest of your Sunday, enjoy yourself, stay safe through the week, and join me next Sunday where we'll continue on our Rivendell build. Until then, see you next week.